How much truth is really in these crazy myths? Does the meat we use really come from 50-foot, specially bred giant cows, genetically modified in America? Hi, I'm Ian. I'm a crew member. Who are you?
Hi Ian, I'm Roland Bonney, one of the directors of the Food Animal Initiative. Hop in, I'll show you around. This is a typical British beef herd. It basically comes from two types of herds, what we call suckler herds, beef suckler herds that produce just beef calves, and from dairy herds that obviously produce milk and beef calves. This is a suckler herd.
Are they always in the field?
These cows will spend all of the spring, summer and the early part of the autumn outside.
Okay.
They have their calves, some have the calves inside and then they're turned out with them. You see them here now, they're young calves that have been born this spring. And they'll spend the whole of the summer outside. So I'll take you up the yard and show you where we keep them in the winter.
So do you have other animals here as well, other than the cows?
We do. We have free-range laying hens, and we have broiler chicken, which are meat birds.
So two different kinds of chicken?
Two different types of chicken. And we have pigs, so for the pork products, and sheep and turkeys.
Well, these are like happy cows, so why are these ones inside and the other ones are outside then?
Well, we bring cattle in for two reasons. We bring them in the winter to protect the grass and to keep them out of the mud. But we also bring them in, particularly young cattle like this, that are growing quickly so that we can control the diet, because obviously they're growing very fast, so we need to make sure that there's the right mix in the diet.
So, Roland, what actually goes into our hamburgers?
It's the front end of the animal that's used, so it's whole muscle from the forequarter and flank.
How would our customer know where that meat came from?
Well, there's full traceability in the UK now. This is why these animals have got two ear tags in. They've all got an individual number, and that number stays with them right through their lives and right into the processing, so that we can trace back to a batch of animals.
How can I reassure our customers that these are happy animals?
Well, you can see for yourself these guys in front of you. Last year, McDonald's won an award from the RSPCA for improvements to animal welfare. And the whole of the work at FAI is about providing environments that are fit for these animals.
Well, that's exploded that myth. But what happens between the farm and when the beef patties arrive with me? Hello, I'm Ian, I'm a crew member. Who are you?
Hi, I'm John Gray from Esker Food Solutions. Okay. We're the guys who make all the hamburgers. Come and have a look round.
John, I hear a lot of things about the burgers having like feet and ears and stuff in them. Is that true?
No, not at all.
It's not, okay.
All that we use for hamburgers is forequarter and flank of beef, right, all of which comes from the British Isles. What we've got here is a bin of forequarter being tipped. Right. Every time we have a delivery, from each load, we'll take one of the bins of meat, and Mark here, as he's doing now, will inspect it for any, bits of bone, bits of gristle. But what you have to bear in mind is that this meat has already been checked at least twice before it arrives here. Yeah. So it's very, very rare that we'll actually find anything.
It's still got quite a lot of fat on it, so why is that?
I mean, basically, all beef has fat on it.
Yeah.
But in order to make good hamburgers, you need a proportion of fat. And that's essential so that you have a good tasting, hamburger that eats well and that it will cook properly.
Okay, so I can see all the meat here, but in a minute, you're going to put rusk and flavouring in it as well and mix that in.
Absolutely not.
You're not?
The hamburgers will be made from 100% beef. There is absolutely nothing that goes in.
OK, come on then, prove it to me.
Come on, I'll show you. We have four types of meat. We have forequarter meat and flank meat. We also have the same meats but in frozen form.
They get mixed together?
Absolutely. There's an initial grind. We then go to a pre-blender, 9mm size cubes. At that stage there, it's ground down to mince that is about 2.4mm. And again, that's exactly the same as the mince that you'll see in a retailer's. From there, we form it into patties, it gets frozen, it goes to the end, it gets packed in a case, and it's ready to go to a restaurant.
So what's in there then?
100% beef.
Well, this trip certainly cleared a few things up. Another myth exploded. My role is just as important as theirs. If I don't do my job properly, then I can't deliver a great sandwich to our customers. I need to make sure that every burger is at its best when it reaches my customer. They don't want a burger that is overcooked, and they don't want a burger that's been sitting around. I have to make sure that it looks like the POP, and that's the sign of a good burger.
Myths are just that, myths. I'm proud to be part of the process that makes such a good burger. Strict procedures and great ingredients are one thing. A good burger is one that is cooked and served right in the restaurant as well.